Parce qu'il faut aller rapporter les exploits de notre chère amie Aveline. Étrangement, il va falloir que je passe par ici pour y aller. Let's go. On va voir si on a fait de la bonne job pour Aveline.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day.
Not much room in the barrow, but there's nowhere I'd rather be.
Bonne chance pour rentrer. C'est ça que je viens de faire.
There's Jevon's office. Wait while I explain our initiative.
Je dirais ça va mal aller. Hein?
I don't know how they do it where you're from, guardswoman, but I decide the patrols, not you and your whims. You may have been put up for lieutenant in your first year, but I'll have no show-offs in my command. Have I made myself clear? Report to your post before I have you and your Ferelden accomplice jailed.
Ça va bien?
Well, what a charming fellow.
I don't have to like him, but he could at least listen. Bandits are dead. That's all that should matter. It's not the first time he's made me wonder like this. Something is very wrong.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably a bad time to discuss my bill with him.
He'll jail you. I don't doubt that. The rest, though... Well, the duty roster will have my next patrol. Sounds like I'll have plenty of time to follow you around. Threaten my friends. Not letting that one go, Captain.
Aha.
Aveline!
Boy, elle marche bizarre.
I owe you for clearing that ambush the other night. Saved me a mess of trouble.
Brennan, that route was yours?
It was. Single patrol. I'd have been dead for sure.
A lone guard isn't much of a patrol.
Shouldn't need to be. That route was clear for weeks. First noise out of it was your big fight. The captain reassigned me after he heard what you did, and I passed the satchel to Tonic for his patrol tonight.
The satchel?
Pay and order assignments. Captain has us run deliveries to the outposts during light duty. It's usually just an updated copy of the roster. The satchel for that night was heavy, though.
Oh.
Anyway, thanks again, Aveline. You're a good one.
So the satchel gets heavy the same day we discover an ambush?
You're sure you want to pursue this? This is your superior we're talking about.
My.
If a guard has been put at risk, a good captain would want to know why. And if he's not a good captain, I want to know why.
Ça a du sens.
I bet there's a perfectly reasonable lie that explains why your captain arranged this.
I'd be willing to hear it, but not while a guard may be walking into a trap. Brennan said Tonic. A good man. Tonic. I've got his route. A night walk in Lowtown. Let's go make sure his quiet patrol stays that way.
Bonne
The
chose.
guard will throw you out if you kick that wall one more time.
J'ai pas fessé aucun mur. Ça va là, toi. T'as deux scènes, mon homme. Mon pied est fermement attaché au sol, sauf quand je marche.
Insist if you must, but Viscount Dumas will see no one. If you've news of Sheamus, I will relay it to him.
Fine. Tell Dumas my scouts have tracked the boy and his Canary captor to the wounded coast. I'm taking a full company after them, and when I return, I expect him to make a show of the reward.
So many to deal with one Kunari seems... excessive.
He may be tell the shot. The Winters leave nothing to chance. Get out of my bloody way!
Charmante.
Yes, what is it?
If this is about a rescue, that woman did not seem the type.
She is the type I feared we would attract. As I told the others, Viscount Dumas' son, Sheamus, is missing. We suspect he was taken by a Kunari. If you would like to try your hand at securing his safe return, feel free. I have certainly granted no exclusivity to the Winters and their violent approach.
Intéressant, ça.
There must be suspicions about why the boy went missing.
Why? What have you heard?
Nothing. Until now.
There is truly nothing known. He is gone, and there have been sightings of a Kunari.
Ok.
The only complication is that Sheamus is known to be of a sympathetic mind. He may have placed himself in danger, but it is danger nonetheless.
Fait qu'il s'est pas vraiment fait capturer. Il aurait couru après eux autres, quoi.
The Kunari are not wild in the city. Petition their leader for the boy's return.
The Arishok has declared that it is not his role to do so. Apparently their rebels, the Talvashoth, are hunted anyway, killed for what they are, not for what they may have done. That does not bode well for Sheamus.
Non, pas trop.
This isn't a task for a guardsman.
Yes, isn't it?
There is a concern of appearance. If we used guards, it would allow Viscount Dumas' opponents to say this admits the Kunari threat, because the city responded.
Ah,
In these
politique.
times, public embarrassment is preferable to official embarrassment.
Ok.
I should know about the competition.
The Winters out of Navarra. They don't care one whit if Sheamus is returned unharmed. Their lead, Sirrah Guinness, is hungry for a foothold in fair Kirkwall.
Des
And
partenaires.
frankly, we have enough of their kind.
Ah ben, il y a les Red Iron qu'on travaille
Ready the
pour.
reward. He'll be back in no time.
Declare it if you like, but the reward goes to whomever brings him back safe. A discussion you are welcome to have with the Winters, should you encounter them, on the Wounded Coast.
C'est encourageant. Très encourageant. Tu sais, il dit, hey, si vous les rencontrez, tu sais, tel que tel. Ah! Crevez donc tout. Fait dur. Ok, un Hightown. Hightown, Bone Pit. Ça, on l'avait pas fait. Je pense qu'on a une coupe à l'extérieur aussi, là. Act of Mercy. De soir, on a ça ici. On en a une coupe ici. On va finir le Bone Pit. On va voir qu'est-ce qui se passe là. On a l'impression qu'il y a peut-être quelque chose d'intéressant ici.
You remind me of Harin Pyvel, Varric, only younger and shorter, and not as serious.
So, it's a close resemblance then.
Well, he tells stories, and you tell stories, although none of his begin, "No shit, there I was."
I'll have to give him some better stories then.
Ok. Apparemment, il faut que je trouve quelque chose ici, là. Ah. Quoi, c'est à gauche? Est-ce que ça serait ça?
Taffy? Taffy? You there, Ferelden. I wish to speak with you. You've gained quite a reputation with the Red Iron Mercenary Band. I find myself in need of someone with your special talents.
I'm guessing you don't mean my ability to juggle small rodents to Orlesian ballads.
If that is your greatest skill, then I have been misinformed. I am looking for muscle, not whatever it was you were just describing. A man I sentenced to a life in prison has escaped custody. He's been tracked to an abandoned ruin outside the city.
A request that should have been made of the guard.
Why is there such a clamor to catch this man? What has he done?
He's escaped. That's reason enough to catch him.
Ok.
We're both intelligent people. There's something in the ruins, isn't there?
There is something, yes. There are creatures in the ruins. The guards I sent are ill-equipped to deal with such beasts.
Ah, parce que moi, je suis mieux équipé.
Do you know what manner of beasts they are?
I don't know what they look like. I've never seen one myself. The guards say these things have already torn through a full company of men.
Bah oui, puis tu vas envoyer quelqu'un de seul.
It'd be easier to seal up the entrance and let the beasts take care of him.
I believe in justice, Ferelden, not unbridled slaughter. I will not let prisoners be eaten just because I don't want to get my hands dirty.
I'm sure if you send in enough men this time, they'd do fine.
No. The more guards who know, the easier it is for this to get out. Those men gossip like old fishwives.
I'll take the job.
Bring the fugitive in alive, quickly and quietly. Not only will you be well paid, you'll have the gratitude of a city magistrate. Useful for a refugee, wouldn't you agree?
Une quest. Merveilleux. Ok, notre autre affaire a l'air d'être en haut là. Je trouve un peu bizarre par exemple, on dirait que l'image ma flèche apparaît pas en haut. Peut-être que c'est un... Oh. Ok, break. C'est une option G? Interface? Non. Non. Parce que j'aimerais ça voir la flèche. La flèche est vraiment petite, fait que j'ai la misère à voir où ce qu'elle est, tu sais. Surtout quand elle est au nord. Hey, c'est Hubert. C'est qui ce Hubert? Aucune idée.
Here you're having problems with the bone pit. I can help.
Ah, finally someone comes to help me. You look a bit unseasoned, but I hope you'll do. I had to suspend operations. My workers are lost in the mines or have run off. Served me right for hiring Ferelden refugees. I sent others before, but no word. Perhaps they are putting me off. I need someone competent to figure out what is going on.
Your first mistake was naming your mine the Bone Pit.
The locals named the mine. Those fools say it's cursed. That is why I hire Fereldens. They may be dull-witted, but they're not superstitious.
Mind what you say about my countrymen.
I was not referring to you, of course. My workers are a particularly desperate sort.
Okay.
They're lucky to work for me. Few in Kirkwall will hire refugees.
Surely the miners had good reason to leave.
Ouais.
I am at a loss. No miner has reported in, and no one takes me seriously.
Personne qui va y aller.
The Bone Pit must be dangerous if people are afraid to venture there.
No, nothing like that. Pay no heed to local superstition. The Bone Pit is mostly harmless.
Mostly? C'est pas une bonne affaire, ça. Tu prends des Ferelden?
You said some of your workers are Ferelden.
Yes, all of them. An unruly lot, to be sure.
What's the reward?
I will pay handsomely. The exact amount depends on what perils you face.
I'll head there soon.
The sooner the better. Each day the mine is not running costs me more than those miners make in a year. The Bone Pit is just outside the city. Any map will show it.
Cool. Commence à avoir une bonne collection de quests. Une bonne chose, ça. Ok. Dans la ville, on a plus de quests. De nuit, par exemple, on a une. Contrée, on a le Bone Pit, Herbalist Task. Magistrate Order. On va rester dans la ville pour l'instant, je pense. Il y en a un paquet de quests là, fait qu'on va se donner la peine à faire ça. Je vais checker en même temps voir si notre quest principal pointe par là, je pense.
Never a shortage of idiots who think they can take the streets in the dark, but good reward in getting rid of them.
Ok, main plot c'est. C'est parti. Faut-tu encore avoir des imbéciles qui vont essayer de nous attaquer? Ah non, ça va être tranquille cette fois-là. On a peut-être appris leur leçon. Peut-être bien. Come here, man.
Well, if it ain't my favorite new citizen. What are you doing here?
A good question.
Did you finally figure out being free and poor in Kirkwall ain't worth a rat's spit?
No.
You had an offer for me.
You mean you're not too good for my kind of work? Because the blokes I hired after you couldn't find their arse with both hands. I sent them to take out Lord Harryman while he was preparing his cargo for shipping. Nighttime, docks, simple. Never came back.
Wow.
I haven't heard a job in this yet.
The job's the same. Kill Harryman, but there'll be a bonus if you find my men alive.
I assume this isn't personal.
Job's paid for second-hand by some other old Kirkwall family. The nobles here like to shank each other for sport. We're just their knives.
Who's Lord Harriman?
I don't know the who, but the what is old and rich. Rumor says he's a savvy one. His daughters give him marriage ties to half the city.
Okay. No, we don't.
I'm sure I can finish what they started.
They were supposed to ambush him at the docks. That'd be the best place to start looking. And remember, Harriman dead, my lad Gustav alive. Other way around, then you don't get paid.
Devrait pas être un problème, je suis ton préféré. Fait que, hein? Je sais comment me débrouiller.
Here, miss. Word is you're looking for help. And paying well.
I need someone native to the dark places beneath Lowtown. If you claim as much, yes, I will pay.
I am. Let's just step into this alley and me and my fellows can have a look at the money on offer.
Another sad Lowtown tale in the making. As if we needed another.
Can you save someone so intent on being foolish?
That was exciting. Well, thank you for your timely intervention. I am out of my element.
Maybe so.
Surely you didn't realize that just now.
I had to come here to get the type of person I need. Someone of bloody skill, but also integrity. Perhaps the kind who might leap to someone's defense. I have a charge who needs passage from the city. If you are willing and capable, meet me at my safe house nearby.
I just saved you in an alley and suddenly we're in business.
You're in Lowtown. What grand scheme could I be interrupting? Varnell!
Not so helpless, I see.
I hope you will come. This matter only grows more urgent with time.
Tant pis. Weird. Vraiment weird. Huh. Je sais pas si on peut vraiment y faire confiance. C'est vraiment louche.
We must be getting close to the ambush. I'm not losing another.
C'est dans le vide, ça?
Who? Aveline? You're a beautiful sight.
Okay.
Guardsman.
I mean...
Hey, t'es
I
belle!
was on patrol
T'as la
and
face
they
toute
came
pleine de
out
ça.
of nowhere. I took a few down, but there were too many at once. The captain said this route was supposed to be quiet.
The seal of the Viscount, office details, city accounts.
Valuable to a guild of thieves.
A sacrificial delivery with one of our own. Captain Jevon will answer.
Ouais.
Selling out his own. Forget guard captain. This man needs to be in government.
Not now, Hawke. Jevon needs to see how justice works. This goes to the office of the Viscount. This will be known. The captain likes his thieves so much. Let's see if they welcome him in prison.
J'avoue, hein? The band's back to our house. Back house door. Stamina. Bon. C'est intéressant. Apparemment, le capitaine des gardes n'est pas si capitaine que ça. Quoi, y a-tu un beau-frère voleur ou je sais pas trop quoi?